All right, so the last topic of today is school shootings and mass shootings. And people that commit heinous crimes, like touching children, murdering women, stuff like that. I think, personally, if you touch a child, you do anything to a child in that type of way, number one, you should be taken out back of the jail and shot and killed. I wouldn't let you rot in prison. Nah, we're not gonna waste tax dollars on feeding you for 40 years. It'd be cheaper just to kill them and bury them. I'm just saying. I'm saying what all y'all are thinking. Why are we gonna spend, let's say, $20,000-$30,000 per person per year on food, lodging, electricity, all that, when we can just shoot them, kill them, cremate them? It'd be like $3,000, one-time payment, 3,000, maybe 5,000. Wouldn't y'all rather pay $5,000 in taxes to kill one person that did some heinous shit instead of paying $40,000, $50,000 over 40, 50 years for them to live? That's my opinion. And, you know, sometimes you ain't got to do that. You just put them in prison, and once people find out what they did, like I was in the jail with a dude that did some shit like that. Next thing you know, this dude killed himself in a cell. I was in county when that happened. It made the news and everything. There's another woman that came in there when I was in medical. I don't know what she did or who she was, but I don't know what happened. But next thing I know, they had the CERT team in her cell, medical, ambulance, firefighters. Everybody was like pulling her out, and I'm gonna be honest, she didn't look alive to me. She didn't look alive to me. I could barely see because the window's only about this big, so you can kind of see out the corner down the road. So I could kind of see what they were doing. But when they put her on that stretcher, her arms fell to the side. She didn't look alive. So I don't know. I never looked into that one. I should have, But I know one of the guards told us that the dude actually did kill himself. They wouldn't tell us how or whatnot, but they said he did. So I found out when I got back to Elmod that he was actually in there for touching a young child and killing that child. So I guess he didn't want to deal with what was going to happen to him once he got the gin pop. It would have lit his ass up. Homies in county don't play that shit. Homies in prison don't play that shit. You know, we might be killers, drug dealers, con artists, con men, car thief, petty theft from Walmart, but when it comes to touching children, harming children or women, that shit don't fly. That shit is a no-fly zone in county. That's why everybody asks you what you in for, where's your paperwork, this and that. I went through the ringer. They asked me for my paperwork, this and that, this and that. And they actually read that shit. Every fucking word of it. They'll read all your paperwork. Make sure you ain't no co-conspirator. Make sure you ain't turn the state's evidence. Make sure your charges are legit. It don't matter if it's misdemeanor or felony. They want to see your papers. And then once they do what's called green you, you're good. You're good. All you gotta do is show respect, stay humble. You're good. You ain't got nothing to worry about in county, man. But I'm gonna be real. The prisoners run the jail. The prisoners run that shit. The guards really don't give a fuck. I seen all kinds of shit in jail that I shouldn't have. I mean, I've seen drugs. I've seen a couple fights. Dude get tased. Shanks. A toothbrush and the combs they give us in county. Dude used a toothbrush, filed that bitch down on his bed, stuck the comb that he filed down, and stuck it in there. This motherfucker had a shank about yay big. I was like, holy shit. I don't know what happened to it. I don't think they ever found it. Now that I think about it. I think he still had that motherfucker when I got out. I think he did. I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't know. Just because you don't see it don't mean it ain't there. I'm just saying. That's why it's called mind your own business. Anywho, That's what I think. I think if you commit a heinous crime, instead of getting life in prison or the death sentence, I think your death sentence should be immediate. It should be immediate. They do it to soldiers in the military that commit treason, but we don't want to do it to people that harm women and children and hurt them and kill them. And no, I'm sorry, but no. So that's my opinions on all that. Mass shootings are senseless. I don't understand the logic behind it. I really don't understand how these kids wake up and think, today I'm gonna go shoot a bunch of people at the grocery store for no reason. Where the fuck are these kids' parents? When I was going to middle school and high school, my mama had a gun, my daddy had one too. We knew better than to touch that shit. We touched it, we got our asses whooped. We didn't have child abuse laws back then. We didn't have seatbelt laws, car seat laws. Hell, I rode my mama's lap. I remember when I was like 7 or 8, I rode up front with mom, no seatbelt, no nothing. We didn't have those problems. Hell, my grandma had a station wagon with the window in the back that rolled down, one of the old Buicks. We used to go in the back, me and my brother, with the window rolled down and hang out the back. Never had a problem. Hell, I used to go to the gas station with a note from my grandma, because my grandma lived on the east side at 6th and Gilmore. And there's always low cost right down there by Reese's, right? Anybody from the east side, anybody from Topeka knows what I'm talking about. Low cost, right there by Reese's. I used to go down there with a note. They had a little chicken shop in there before the liquor store was there. It was a chicken shop. And I used to go down there with a note. My grandma had a note for 2 packs of cigarettes, and she let me get a candy bar. So he would sign the note, put the cigarettes, the note, the change, and the candy, everything in the bag. I would go back to grandma's house, give her the bag. She'd give me my candy bar, and she'd go about her day. I was like 9, 10, and I was getting cigarettes for grandma. That's how smooth shit was back then. Now people's words aren't worth a shit. You can't do shit like that because you don't know who's real and who's fake. So, food. Hell, I was in middle school and high school. You go to McDonald's for $5 and eat like a fucking king for all day. Everybody used to order Big Macs. We used to get the McDoubles for $1, add mac sauce and lettuce, and it's a fucking Big Mac for $1. Okay, $1.07 or $1.08 taxes back then, but it was $1. We used to do the McGangbangs where you get the McChicken and the McDouble, take the bottom buns off, stick them together. True story. Back when you could leave campus for lunch at school, Harlan Park used to let us leave, and McDonald's is right there on Cali. Boom. 10-minute walk up there, 10-minute walk back. Sitting there eating on the way back. This was back when Aldi's was right there at 25th and Cali, where Dollar General is now. Walmart wasn't there. There used to be a Sonic right there where Walmart's driveway is. It was a Sonic. And where Dollar Tree and the Club Car Wash is now, none of that was there either. Damn, that was a long time ago. That's when Casa was still on Topeka Boulevard with the buffet, the Mexican buffet. Oh, that shit was delicious. Troy, you need to open that place back up, man. Anyway, that's today's Feasting with Pop. Or Feasting with Joe, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. We're going to have to get some name. How about best comment on the name of this little series, so when I eat and talk with y'all about topics that my personal opinions are about, whoever comments the best title for these, like these little series I'm going to do, we'll do it. We'll name it that. So I'm essentially leaving it up to y'all. Whatever y'all decide, whatever the best one is that makes me just bust up laughing, or like, ooh, that's a good one, we're going to roll with it. So, I still got 4 wings left and like a half a cup of coleslaw, so. I'm actually kind of full. Might have to get a couple of Titus and eat the last 2. Anyway. Y'all do your thing. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Whatever y'all want to do, you do it. If you don't want to, it don't bother me. Have a good night, y'all.